Hello, you're watching Shalom World News. I'm Katie Asko from Dublin, Ireland, and these are your latest headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has once again expressed closeness with the suffering people of Ukraine. Speaking at his general audience in Paul VI Hall in the Vatican on Wednesday, August 10th, the Holy Father said people are still suffering from this cruel war. Since the Russian invasion began on February 24th, the Holy Father has expressed solidarity with the war-torn Eastern European country on several occasions. The Pope has also expressed his desire to travel to the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, as a messenger of hope and comfort, and has warned of the possibility of the world slowly diverting its attention from the war in Ukraine. Finally, he sought prayers for the migrants who are arriving and urged everyone to strive for peace in the family and society. In the U.S. state of Wyoming, a judge on Wednesday prevented the enforcement of a near-total ban on abortion. Judge Melissa Owens of the District Court of Teton County said the lawsuit filed by doctors and a clinic operator raised important questions about the abortion ban. The law would have curbed almost all abortions, except in cases of rape, incest, and medical emergencies. However, the judge ruled that irreparable damage would happen if the ban is enforced before questions are answered. Wyoming's Supreme Court is to take a final decision in this matter. Wyoming is one of the several American states that took measures to restrict abortion after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, a case which legalized the termination of pregnancy in the U.S. in 1973. Catholic priests have been targets for armed gangs and insurgents in the Democratic Republic of Congo. In the latest incident, a priest belonging to the Diocese of Kitwit was shot during a raid on his church on the night of August 6th. The news of the killing of Father Mandan was announced in a statement issued on behalf of his bishop. "We recommend the soul of the deceased to your prayers," reads the statement. Gun-wielding men stormed the parish of St. Joseph Mukasa in Kitwit at night prior to the shooting. Father Mandan was taken to hospital in the capital Kinshasa, where he passed away on Sunday, August 7th. Earlier this year, another Catholic priest was killed while driving to his parish. It is alleged that members of the Allied Democratic Forces and Islamist outfit were behind the attack. Health Canada, the Canadian government's National Health Department, has revealed that 3.3% of all deaths in the country in 2021 resulted from euthanasia. This is roughly the same percentage of people who die from diabetes and Alzheimer's in the neighbouring US. Statistics show that medical assistance in dying, or MAID for short, led to the death of 10,064 people in Canada last year. This figure marks a 32.4% increase in such deaths over 2020. Since physician-assisted suicide was legalized in 2016, as many as 31,644 people have died through this practice in Canada. Further, overwhelming pain has not been the reason for the vast majority of deaths, as 86.3% of deaths were due to the loss of ability to engage in meaningful activities. The Catholic bishops of Japan have reiterated that peace is possible and a duty. They made this statement in their reflections for the annual 10 Days of Prayer for Peace event. This event is held every year by the Catholic Church from August 6th to 15th in remembrance of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. The Catholic bishops issued a message for this year's event, saying there are fresh threats to nuclear peace amid Russia's war with Ukraine. They were taking a cue from Pope Francis's considerations at the general audience on September 2nd, 2020, and from his Urbi et Orbi Easter message on April 17th. During the general audience, the pontiff appealed for diversity and solidarity, united in harmony, as the way to come out of the pandemic crisis. However, the bishop said that what has unfolded over the past 6 months has been only confrontation and exclusion. Christian persecution continues in Muslim-majority Pakistan. An elderly Catholic man was shot in the province of Baluchistan on August 9th. 65-year-old Wilson Massey was shot by 2 gunmen on motorcycles in a Christian ghetto in Mastung area on Monday. In the attack, 3 teenagers were also injured and are being treated in the provincial capital, Quetta. Impoverished Baluchistan is Pakistan's largest province and is plagued with violence. Islamist insurgents and separatist outfits unleash mayhem and frequently target Christians and other minority groups. The World Congress of Families is once again coming to Mexico after an 18-year gap. This global interreligious event that promotes the traditional family will be held from September 30th to October 2nd. The theme of this year's event is accompanying families in a changing world. The Congress will witness the participation of 50 national and international speakers from 20 countries. They comprise politicians, religious leaders, and experts on family affairs. The Catholic presence includes Cardinal Gerard Muller, Prefect Emeritus of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, Primate of Mexico Cardinal Carlos Aguirre-Tez, and Antonia Salzano, the mother of Blessed Carlo Acutis. The event will unite and equip leaders, organizations, and families to affirm, celebrate, and strengthen the family as a key to sustainable societies. In what is seen as yet another attack on Christians in Nigeria, an 86-year-old believer was killed in his home in Kaduna State on August 2nd. It is reported that suspected Muslim terrorists killed Daniel Yatai in Manchok village and kidnapped his grandniece. They also abducted the rector of the Federal School of Statistics in Manchok. However, the two hostages were later released. According to Daniel's son, Philip Yatai, the terrorists broke into their house at night and killed his father in cold blood. Kaduna State has become an epicenter of violence against Christians and churches, with the killing of believers and the torching of churches occurring with alarming regularity. Jihadi outfits such as Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province are blamed for the attacks on believers. India witnessed its first ever National March for Life in the capital New Delhi on Wednesday, August 10th. A large group of believers and pro-life supporters gathered for a demonstration and a short march demanding protection for the unborn. They then assembled in Sacred Heart Cathedral for Holy Mass celebrated by the Auxiliary Bishop of Delhi Archdiocese. During the liturgical celebration, the Vicar General of the West Indian Diocese of Pune announced that next year's event would be hosted by his bishop, the Most Reverend Thomas Dabre. This new pro-life event has been inspired by similar March for Life rallies held in the US. Those are your latest headlines. Do join us tomorrow and visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.